Hey man, what are we filming today? Something that's gonna get a ton of views, like chest or biceps or...
No, looks like we're actually filming a leg video today. You know, I think most people don't get excited about training legs because they take on too many muscle groups at once. Guys, it's okay to split your leg training into multiple days. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to most effectively attack your quads to maximize muscle growth. All right, so first things first, the mechanics. Quads, as you know, is short for quadriceps femoris, and the quads is a four-headed muscle as the name implies. You have the rectus femoris, the vastus lateralis, the vastus medialis, and the vastus intermedius. But for the purposes of muscle growth and strength, we really don't have to go any deeper regarding the specific function of these muscles. Instead, just remember that all four heads of the quads are responsible for knee extension, which simply means to straighten your knee. Now, knee extension can happen two different ways. The first way mimics the mechanics of the leg extension machine, where the upper leg remains motionless while the lower leg extends and straightens. And the second way is the exact opposite. In fact, a great example to showcase this would be the squat. During a squat, the lower leg for the most part remains motionless and in contact with the ground, while the upper leg moves, which results in knee extension. But either way, the end result is the same, and we get quad engagement. So what are the best exercises to target the quads? Well, as I'm sure you've already guessed, the squat is one of those exercises. Also known as the king of all exercises, it's a multi-joint movement that hits all of the major muscle groups, including your quads, glutes, hamstrings, arms, shoulders, and back muscles, while also increasing your overall core strength. However, if we're trying to focus more on quads, you'll benefit the most from having a narrower squat stance. This is because the deeper you can squat, the more your quads will activate during the exercise. Also, if you're currently squatting with a low bar position, you'll want to switch to a high bar to help you keep your chest up for a deeper squat. But I know not everyone can just start squatting deeper with a few form changes. A lot of you might have tightness in your hips or ankles that's preventing you from being able to go super low. So if that's you, be sure to check out this video tutorial where I go over perfect squat form and some other things you can do to help improve your depth. Also guys, quick tip, you may not be able to lift as heavy, but if you're having a hard time with your mobility when squatting, try switching from the back squat to the front squat. Because the barbell is in front of your shoulders, this position will help you to be able to keep a more narrow stance and go down deep enough to maximize your quad engagement. The second exercise is the dumbbell reverse lunge. And it's not only safer for the knees when compared to the front lunge, but a lot of you will be able to maintain more stability and control with this variation as well. But the key to this movement is to make sure your chest is up as you step back. This is because if you're leaning forward as you reverse lunge, you'll start to engage more hamstrings during the movement, which isn't necessarily bad, but if you're specifically using reverse lunges to target your quads, then you want to keep as much emphasis on your quads as possible during your reps. Also guys, when targeting more quads versus hamstrings, the step you take back is going to be much shorter, and the goal is to create 90-degree angles with your knees. So chances are, if you're taking a giant step backwards, that's the reason why you're not hitting your quads as hard as you may have thought. And now before we get to the third exercise, be sure to tap that like button and drop a comment below to help boost the YouTube algorithm. And if you like my straight to the point style of coaching, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell so you never miss a new video upload. All right, the third exercise I want you guys to try is the sissy squat, which can be done a few different ways. One way, and probably the easiest, is to use a sissy squat machine, and this can be done with your body weight or while holding a dumbbell. The other way, which requires a bit more practice, is to use your body weight. To perform this movement correctly, you want to hold on to something sturdy with your feet about shoulder width apart and then lean back while pushing your hips forward, only bending at the knees. Now, depending on your current strength level, you might not be able to go as low as I can, but with practice, you'll be able to. Also, if you're having a hard time staying on your toes as you lean back, you can place a pair of dumbbells under your heels, and the reason why I'm showcasing this exercise instead of an exercise like a leg extension machine is because the sissy squat is going to give you the ultimate stretch on the quads at the bottom of the movement. With the leg extension machine, you really have no choice but to start at a 90-degree bend in your knees, but the sissy squat allows you to break that 90-degree bend at the bottom of the movement, resulting in more quad engagement, which actually leads us into our next topic. Now, everyone has an opinion on whether or not your knees should go beyond your toes when training legs, and this topic seems to come up the most when discussing the squat form. Well, back in the day, the general consensus was that no matter what exercise you're doing, your knees should never track over your toes. However, we now know better. In fact, squatting with your knees going past your toes has been shown to offer more benefits to overall knee stability and strength. But what's far more important than your knees tracking over your toes is ensuring that your entire foot stays planted on the ground and that you're pressing through your heels as you extend your knee. Never push through your toes, and a good indication that you might be doing this is if your heels are coming off the ground as you squat. Also, if you push through your toes, you'll most certainly feel the weight of the squat in your knees, and that can lead to a serious injury. So now that we've covered everything, what's the best workout for targeting quads? Well, here's one you can start with right now, taking the exercises we just covered. Exercise number 1, the barbell squat. 5 sets, 10 to 12 repetitions. Exercise 2 is the reverse lunge. 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps per side. And the third exercise is going to be sissy squats, 4 sets to failure. And depending on your current training split, you can combine your quad-focused leg training with exercises you're doing to target your glutes and hamstrings for a more complete leg day workout. But remember guys, if you're watching this video because your quads are a lagging body part, you're going to want to train them more than once a week, and one of the best ways to do this is with a push-pull legs or a full body program. So click this link right here and you can try my PPL or full body 12-week program for free and utilize my custom meal planner to help you not only build your meal plan, but track your macros every day. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you learned something today. And for more fitness tips, here's a playlist of videos for you to binge on. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.